Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue the poem A Photograph. This poem has been, I told you earlier, this poem has been written by Shirley Tolson. And in our previous video, we have discussed about the term cardboard. Cardboard is a very stiff and thick paper. You can say it is the part of the frame that keeps the photograph intact. But you will find that the word cardboard has been used in the poem, and it is a very good example of irony. So it is ironical. How ironical? It keeps the photograph of that 12-year-old girl safe, who herself was terribly transient. It means that girl is not in this world, due to that she is transient. But the cardboard, which is already intact till the time, so there is irony, there is opposite sense. The picture, the living thing who is inside the picture is no away, not alive, but the cardboard which is holding that picture is still exist. So it has been termed as irony. And in this way we try to continue with this poem, and you will find that even last day we have discussed about the terribly transient feet. So what is this? It is very simple. The sea has not changed over the years, but it has brought out the transient nature of man when compared to nature and its object. Time spares none. The pretty faces and the feet of the three girls are terribly transient or mortal, which can die, when compared to the ageless and the unchangeable sea. So here in the beginning stanza we have already studied about the changeless was their terribly transient feet. And so it is time to move further. Here we are going to uh, study about it. Move further here. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. Snapshot means photograph. It means the time passed, and now the poet is already in the life of the mother. So the poet says that after 20 or 30 years on, once mother looked at that photograph, she usually, whenever the mother looked at the photograph, she would laugh. And You will find that once in your house, in this day we don't have the photo album, but if you have a physical photo album, then you indicate upon a particular photograph and try to indicate the characters. Similarly, 20 or 30 years later, mother would look at the photograph and try to show to indicating to the direction of Betty and Dolly. Okay, and they are talking, sorry, she is talking about the dress or the dressing style. So here we can say that she would point to Dolly and Betty how they were dressed up for the sea holiday and probably dressed up by the parents. Sea holiday, the sea holiday. So here I think that I'm clear. Dressed us for how they dressed us for the beach. So we are moving further to the next line. The sea holiday. The sea holiday was her past. Mine is her laughter. As I told you that the sea holiday had become a thing of past for the mother. Yes, it is an event which happened 20 or 30 years earlier. But the laughter of mother, that was important for the poet. And so in the photograph, it is the photograph of mother's sea holiday. Probably it was her past, mine is her laughter. This line indicates that at the time of composing the poem, mother is not alive. Mother has died away. So, here we find that there are two pasts. One, when mother looked at the photograph, it was her past, and at that time she laughed. But that laughter of mother has been in the memory of the daughter, and so she say that mine is her laughter. And so that sweet laughter of the mother, which the photograph had captured, had become the poet's own past. So the poet is talking about the two past. One mother's past, you will find what is that, and another poet's past is mother's laughter, and mother's past is the sea holiday picture. Both of them, so we move, both wry, mocking, ironic, virodhabhas, both wry with the labored ease of loss. Labored ease of loss. It is known as the oxymoron. Labored ease of loss. Labored means work hard, and ease means no hard work. So you will find that It is a very good example of the irony. So labored and each are mocking each other. Yes, at the condition of mother and daughter. It is good example of the oxymoron. Both lie with the labored ease of loss, and so both of them suffered from a sense of loss. Ironically, both of them were laboring to ease the loss, and both the women would think about those past memories which they cannot live again. They try their best to adjust to what they lost, and in this way, they continue to bear this memory. They continue to bear this memory. Now, moving further, here comes. Now, she has been, now, she's been dead nearly as many years. Now, she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. Yes. So, this line indicates that her mother has been dead for years. She had been dead nearly as many years as she had lived. Mother is no more now. And for of and this circumstance, this circumstance refers to the death of the poet's mother. The photograph of the dead mother brings sad feelings in the poet. So that is the this circumstance. As that girl lived, and of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. So the poet has nothing to say about the circumstances of her death or about the situation due to her death. The, the situation captured in the photograph. But the poet has nothing to say at all about this situation. There is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. So here you find that silence has been used here as a noun, as a human being. And so it is a good example of metaphor. No, it is good example of the personification. Silence, for example, Ram silences him. So here silence equivalent to Ram as a human being, and so it is an example of personification. And so its silence silences. Death has silenced her mother, which has also left her speechless. The silence of the poet make the pall of silence prevailing there still deeper, and so it was a deep silence there. Silence only brings out deep silence and makes things mysterious. And in this way, we find that this poem continues, and the poet had discussed about her mother. The poet has uh, really important for her, and now it is time for you all to go through the important questions. Here, I want to discuss again. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. The time spares none, gone are the childhood days of the poet's mother. The sea holiday became her past. The photograph flashes back to the scene that was captured about 30 years ago. Gone is the carefree laughter of the sweet girl, mother, who was just 12 or so at that time when the photograph was taken. For the poet, the laughter of the mother has also become a thing of past. Why? Because mother is no more now. Both lie with the labored ease of loss. Both of them suffers a sense of loss. The mother loses, the mother loses her carefree childhood. She can't have those moments of enjoyment again that she once experienced at the beach. She can't be a sweet, smiling girl of 12 again. This is also the poet's loss. Perhaps she will never see that smiling face and expression of her laughter again in the life. The irony of the situation is that both of them struggle to bear, to face, to control the loss with tolerable ease because she has no other option.